Dana Perino. I wish someone had told me. Actionable advice for building a meaningful life. You graduate, land your first job, or finally get that promotion. And suddenly realize that no one gave you the full instruction manual. You're expected to have it all figured out. How to navigate office politics, when to speak up, how to make decisions under pressure, and how to keep your personal life from falling apart in the process. Meanwhile, everyone around you seems to have it all under control. So why does it feel like you're the only one struggling to keep up? The truth? Most people are learning as they go, and even the most successful ones have stories of awkward missteps, quiet doubts, and lessons they wish they'd learned earlier. That's what makes I Wish Someone Had Told Me such a compelling and useful read. Packed with relatable insights and hard-earned wisdom, it offers the kind of advice you'd hope to get from a mentor, but in a voice that's both encouraging and honest. It doesn't promise overnight success. Instead, it focuses on the work, how to show up, stay grounded, and keep improving. Whether you're just starting out, thinking about a career change, or facing a new chapter in life, this blink speaks directly to the heart of those transitions. Drawing on real experiences and shaped by voices across media, politics, and business, these lessons go beyond the cliches. They're for anyone willing to work hard, take smart risks, and stay open to learning, especially when life doesn't go according to plan. Balance comes from boundaries, habits, and knowing when to say no. Nobody really has it all figured out, not the rising executive, the multitasking parent, or the ultra-organized colleague. Everyone's juggling something. The key isn't to strive for perfection, it's to create habits and boundaries that make life manageable, even when things get hectic. For habits, one of the most effective ways to keep all the plates spinning is to build small systems that remove friction. Start simple. Pick out your clothes the night before. It may seem trivial, but it clears space in your morning and reduces decision fatigue. A few minutes of silence or guided meditation can help reset your mind before the day ramps up. These micro-routines create stability even when everything else feels in motion. When it comes to establishing boundaries, this is where the real balance in life comes from. First, try to limit yourself to one evening commitment during the work week. Say no more often, and more simply. When you decline an invitation, you don't owe anyone a detailed reason. A direct "I'm unavailable" is enough. Over-explaining drains energy and invites unnecessary negotiation. Respect your off hours and ask others to do the same. If you need time with your family in the evening, say so. Then log back in later if needed, on your terms. If you're someone who works best at night, use delayed send features so your emails land in others' inboxes at reasonable hours. It's a small gesture that protects everyone's rhythm. When opportunities come your way, try the rule of 3. Ask yourself, does this excite me? Will it pay? Does it support a cause I care about? If it doesn't check at least one box, it's a no. This helps keep your focus on what truly matters, without guilt or second-guessing. It's also okay to use psychology to your advantage. Prepay for classes, events, or memberships. When your money's already on the line, you're more likely to show up, even when you're tired or tempted to cancel. It's not just a financial commitment, it's a commitment to yourself. And remember, balance isn't static. What works now may not work next year. The goal isn't to find the perfect routine, it's to keep adjusting as life changes. And when everything feels on the verge of collapse, act as if you've got it under control. Often, showing up is all it takes to restore momentum. Success feels empty if it's not significant. Life gets busy. Goals pile up. There's pressure to succeed, to build a career, to check all the boxes. But at some point, maybe while folding laundry or driving to work, a deeper question hits. What's the point of all this? That's where the idea of significance comes in. Success is great. graduating top of your class, running a business, climbing the corporate ladder, but it's not the whole picture. Without significance, even the biggest wins can feel empty. Significance is what gives success lasting value. One way to think about this is through psychologist Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but applied to modern life. First comes survival, work that pays the bills and keeps a roof over your head. Then there's stability, saving enough to withstand emergencies. Next is relationships, building strong connections with a partner, friends, or community. After that comes fulfillment, doing work that you're good at and proud of. And at the top is meaning, living a life that serves others and brings gratitude. That's what significance looks like. It's not about applause, it's about impact. Start small. Make a difference where you are. Check in on a neighbor. Really listen when your friend needs to talk. Put your phone down. That kind of presence makes people feel seen, and that matters. Significance can also come from committing to someone and building a life together, or from giving time or money to a cause that resonates with your values. It doesn't have to be headline-worthy to be meaningful. Many young professionals today hope their job will fulfill this need for meaning, but that's a tall order for most companies. The primary role of a business is to provide a product or service, create jobs, and generate growth. If you expect your employer to supply your sense of purpose, you may end up disappointed. The good news is, you can create significance on your own. Start with doing your job well. Excellence builds confidence and trust. And yes, that first paycheck is meaningful. Over time, you'll gain more freedom to pursue work or causes that matter deeply to you. Mentoring is one powerful example. Sharing lessons from your career to help someone else navigate their path is more than generous. It's deeply satisfying. Titles fade, but shared wisdom lasts. In the end, the goal isn't perfection. It's about doing your best with intention, integrity, and heart. And maybe, just maybe, that's the answer to why we're here, to live with purpose and help others do the same. The best advice you'll ever hear is simple, consistent, and deeply personal. Great advice doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to stick. Some of the best guidance comes from those who've lived it, whether they're artists, athletes, journalists, or everyday mentors. Their words echo a common theme. Keep moving, keep growing, and trust that the little things add up. Musician Dierks Bentley shared a light-hearted yet profound motto: keep flowing, keep creating, don't overthink, and have fun. Life is unpredictable. It throws curveballs and detours, but staying in motion helps you stay in control. Creativity and joy are antidotes to stress, and momentum often beats perfection. Even when things feel stuck, creating something, anything, helps shift energy and mindset. Comedian Tom Shillue discovered the lasting power of a simple habit: keeping a diary. Inspired by a professional athlete who regretted not writing things down, he started journaling in high school and never stopped. The result? A personal archive of moments and memories that would have otherwise been forgotten. Writing daily, even just the basics, helps process thoughts, track growth, and remember the richness of ordinary days. For news anchor Martha MacCallum, the best advice came from her mother, a lifelong learner who made curiosity a daily practice. She read constantly, looked things up, and shared her knowledge generously. Her life showed the value of staying intellectually active and emotionally available to others. The lesson? Always seek to understand more, keep your mind open, and make time to be there for people. And when life feels heavy, get outside, walk, think, breathe. Movement and nature can bring clarity that sitting still rarely provides. That mix of action and reflection creates space for answers to surface. These pieces of advice have something in common. They're all incredibly simple. But they work. They don't require a complete lifestyle overhaul or a big investment. Just consistency. Whether it's flowing with life's rhythm, jotting down your thoughts, reading something new, or stepping outside for a fresh perspective. These small practices build resilience and meaning over time. Financial freedom starts with clear goals and disciplined habits. Financial wellness doesn't come from guessing, it comes from clarity, consistency, and action. The best place to start is by writing down your goals. Think about the life you want, where you want to live, how much you want to travel, when you want to retire, and then calculate what it will take to get there. Putting those goals on paper makes them real. Keep them somewhere visible, like your fridge or bathroom mirror, so they stay top of mind. Next, make your plan actionable. Don't just set vague goals like save more or spend less. Break it down into specific steps. That could mean setting up a monthly transfer to savings, cutting a subscription you don't use, or sticking to a weekly grocery budget. The clearer the action, the more likely you are to stick with it. Understand the power of compounding. The earlier you start, the better. Even small investments can grow into something big over time. Waiting until later to begin saving or investing costs you more than you think. You don't need a lot to get going. If $100 a month feels like too much, start with $25. The most important thing is to start now. In that same vein, spending should hurt a little, especially early on. Just like tracking calories helps with fitness, tracking expenses helps with financial health. The ease of tapping a phone to buy something makes it hard to realize how much you're spending. Take time each month to review every expense, especially recurring ones like streaming services or app subscriptions you don't use anymore. That's why it's also smart not to automate everything. While it can be beneficial to automate savings, like setting up a transfer before your paycheck hits your main account, it's better to pay your bills manually. Doing so gives you a clear sense of where your money is going. You'll make smarter choices when you feel the impact of every dollar leaving your account. When you get a raise, increase your savings immediately, before that extra money lands in your checking account. If you wait, you'll start spending it without even realizing it. This one simple habit can speed up your path to long-term financial goals more than almost anything else. It also helps to open a Roth IRA as soon as you earn income. It's one of the smartest investment tools available. Your money grows tax-free, and you have access to your contributions in case of emergency. As for traditional plans, if your employer matches your retirement contributions, always take full advantage of that too. That's free money. Finally, learn to live on 90% of what you earn. This simple rule makes saving second nature and builds discipline that will pay off for decades. Kindness opens doors. One of the simplest yet most underrated pieces of advice is this: be nice to everybody. Not just to those in the room with the title or the spotlight, but to the early morning driver, the security guard, the intern, the assistant, the cashier. Everyone plays a part in the rhythm of daily life, and showing them genuine appreciation not only builds goodwill, it builds character. Steve Doocy, longtime co-host of Fox and Friends, once shared a memorable lesson through a lighthearted but telling mistake. He cheerfully offered a donut to a polite summer intern named Daphne, not knowing she was the daughter of Dr. Oz, one of America's most well-known cardiologists. While the situation ended with a laugh, it served as a perfect reminder: you never really know who someone is, or who they're connected to. This isn't about networking in a transactional way. It's about forming real, respectful connections with the people around you. The overnight tape assistant who quietly worked hard behind the scenes at odd hours? That was Jay Wallace, who eventually became president of Fox News Media. A small act of respect years ago meant something in the long run. But more importantly, it was the right thing to do from the start. Making a habit of learning people's names and using them matters. From your barista to your building's front desk team, this small effort signals that you see them as individuals, not just part of the background. It creates trust and a better environment for everyone involved. In high-pressure work settings, this mindset keeps relationships strong and teams functioning well. Consider the ripple effect of a typical workday. The driver from Ethiopia who gets you to the studio, the assistant who greets you with a Wordle update, the tech crew who keeps the cameras running, the grocery store clerk who remembers your favorite quiche. Each interaction is a chance to show dignity and respect. People may forget your job title or what you wore to a meeting, but they'll remember how you treated them. Being nice doesn't require extra time or effort. It just requires presence and intention. Over time, kindness becomes a kind of influence, one that doesn't need to shout to be heard. Whether someone is just starting out or already leading, being courteous and curious about others never goes out of style. It's one of the best investments you can make in your personal and professional life. The main takeaway of this blink to "I Wish Someone Had Told Me" by Dana Perino is that success and fulfillment come from small, intentional choices made daily. Habits like planning ahead, setting boundaries, and staying present reduce stress and build momentum. True impact comes from creating meaning, not just chasing milestones. Financial clarity and consistent saving create long-term freedom. Names matter, kindness matters, and it's vital to treat everyone with respect. The most grounded people work hard, give generously, and stay aware of the difference they make. Okay, that's it for this blink. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can, please take the time to leave us a rating. We always appreciate your feedback. See you in the next blink.